Hi, I'm Jackie Wilhelm. I'm the Director of Children's Ministry at Crossroads Christian Church in St. Matthews. Welcome to the fourth lesson of Wilderness Escape, our virtual vacation Bible school. All VBS long, we're learning to trust God. And you can help yourself remember that by doing these hand motions whenever you hear me say that phrase. Trust God. In our first lesson, the one about God safely leading Moses and the Israelites across the dry bottom of the Red Sea, which meant, I guess, moving some fish too, we learned that God is with us, so trust God. In our second lesson, the one in which we learned that God provided quail and manna for the Israelites and Moses to eat, we learned that God gives us what we need, so trust God. In our third lesson, we learned that God gives us strength. So, trust God. Today's lesson is a really important one. Today, we're going to learn that God saves us. So, trust God. Today's memory verse might help us remember that too. It's Jeremiah 30:11. For I am with you and will save you, says the Lord. I guess it's time to check in with Moses here to find out about today's lesson.
Hi, I'm Moses, and I'm a little upset today. I'm sorry. It's just that I don't understand why my people keep complaining. Don't they remember all the things God did for us?
God sent us a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night so we wouldn't wander in circles like this ferret here.
Parting the Red Sea, feeding us manna and quail, helping us win that big battle. Then there's all the stuff that God did back in Egypt. Oh wait, you don't know about the stuff that happened before we got in the wilderness. Have I got a story to tell you? My people were slaves in Egypt for 400 years, and those last years were no picnic. Oh, Pharaoh was mean to us, worked us so hard, then they beat us. So God told me to tell Pharaoh to let his people go, and Pharaoh wouldn't do it. So God sent 9 plagues. He sent locusts. He sent frogs. He sent flies. He turned the water into blood. No matter which plague it was, Pharaoh would not budge. Then God sent one more plague, and it was terrible. God sent a plague that all of the firstborn sons of Egypt would die. None of our sons would die because God told us to use the blood of a sacrificed lamb to paint over our doorways so that the angel of death would pass us by. You know, we worship God by sacrificing perfect lambs like this one here. After the angel of death passed over our houses, God told us we'd have to leave in a hurry. We wouldn't have time to pack. We wouldn't have time to make a regular meal. We wouldn't even have time to let our bread rise. That night seemed to last forever. But then suddenly there was this sound like a rushing wind over our houses. And then we heard crying in the distance because the angel of death had come. And then right away there was an order from Pharaoh for us to get out of Egypt. And that, you remember, is when we ran to the Red Sea. That was an incredible rescue. We call that night Passover because that's the night the angel of death passed over our houses. God saves us, so trust God.
Oh my goodness, that's an incredible story about how God saved the Israelites and Moses. You know, God did that for us too. God sent us Jesus, and Jesus never ever sinned. Jesus was perfect, like those lambs that the Israelites sacrificed. Jesus came to teach us how to live, showed us how to love God and each other no matter what. And when Jesus was finished teaching us, he saved us. Because of Jesus, we can be best friends with God forever and ever. Remember that God saves us. So trust God. I can't wait to see you again next week so we can learn more about how God helped Moses and the Israelites one more time. Goodbye.